But right now, another big battle about to unfold, and it's a battle for the Jeep leader's jersey between Sally Fitzgibbons and Courtney Conlogue.
From themselves and the rest of the field.
So movement at the takeoff zone. Sally Fitzgibbons getting the inside position, but not able to capitalise.
Definitely having the inside position, but unfortunately for Sal, it's just not.
Sally Fitzgibbons with our priorities going to swing on this one. Rides high, gathers some speed here. Just tapping through that first section and the second. Looking for a major turn now. Draws it out. So really looking to finish this one off, mixing things up on the inside. Have a look at the replay.
In smaller way, but she saw that it had a bit of a line down into the bay, so she chases it. You know, these two turns more transition, really didn't commit to it, but then finally gets to engage the rail. And then mixes it up, a little layback, different.
The QS hasn't been doing that double duty and sitting 10th on the ratings, just behind Carissa, so she'll make a bit of a jump. As we see Courtney answering back. A better looking wave than Sally's last. And Courtney just with that power is going to finish off nicely on the inside. It should be a good score. Sally out the back having a look at one.
Yeah, already she's going to see herself into that semi, and a great opportunity for her to make another final. Beautiful start to this wave for Courtney. In those deep bottom turns, very different from what we saw from the first wave of Sally, who had to chase down those first two sections, whereas Courtney was able to dig in. Beautiful first move. You know, and again, she knows that she has to show some variety, so the angles will change, and then getting that solid finish. Well, you think that that's the, you know, if you're going to choreograph your dream heat, generally getting a big score right out of the gates is a good one.
11.5 minutes to go. Courtney goes looking for a backup, doesn't find it. Best chance to lock in a big number. She's actually going to let it go, and Courtney will swoop. So looking to get rid of a .87. She's probably already done that. Courtney has the chance to claim 3 CT wins going into the next event, the EuroLeague, which would give her a massive advantage over her title rivals. 3 victories would be huge.
Takes the opportunity, and she's going to back up that 7.83. Not going to be a massive score, but she served it well. She got the first turn off. She mixed it up. Probably going to be better than Sally's 5.33. So it's going to make Sally sit with a little bit more pressure now. But I just think that that wave quality wasn't, it was a shattering. But she ended up getting that opportunity again to ring the bell, and she did it.
Did it a couple of times. Here we go. She's up again. Courtney going a bit harder on that first section. She does recover. Just seems these waves are starting to just flatten out a little bit. We see a couple of decent sized sets, so Courtney and Sally can get some room to move, but still great small wave surfing there from Courtney. She had a 6.17 on that previous ride.
Have heats that'll back off and be slow. So she moves down into the bay a little bit, knowing that this is another kind of mid-sized wave. Cuts loose on the first maneuver. Had a little trouble recovering out of both of those moves, actually. So I don't know if this will really even follow up and go into her top 2.
So the scenario for Courtney, if Sally loses out here, she's got to make the final.
Like that, though, when she gets the loose. Just the layback, unfortunately, kind of slowed the process and disrupted the flow.
Second place finish is what's needed to get that Jeep leader's jersey. Sally's up though, and with 4.5 minutes to go, needs a big number, an 8.67. Nice slice there. And again, swinging that board around. Bit of foam on the face, but this wave's still very workable. And Fitzgibbons is going to town. Clean flow. Wants something high impact to finish this ride off. And does pretty well.
The allocation needed. Again, the wave choice here had a little more juice in this one, so she's able to carry a lot more speed than, say, we saw from Courtney in the last 2 waves. but this wave did slow up after she got there. So really the high impact carve was kind of the most quality turn. But it's going to be a number that's going to be fairly pleasing to her.
Away as we dive into the heat recap. Courtney, patient in the beginning, and it paid off.
Yep, and again, this was considering what we saw in this heat previous, that was just pumping, and we haven't even seen a set close to the few waves that we saw in the earlier heat. So adjusting and knowing that with all the experience that Courtney carries from surfing out here, all those summer days and 8-hour sessions, she knows that sometimes you got to pull the trigger on those smaller waves and surf outside of priority, which she has done. And really the 783, that first exchange, has been the difference, because backs it up with the 617, has a 5.5 as a backup as well. And we're just running out of time. And so the clock management by Courtney has really been the difference for me.
When you look at their approach and compare the two rides, you know, I think what Courtney lacks in is what she relies on to get those solid numbers. Some movement here, and Courtney is opting to go. Builds up a lot of speed for this first section. Just kicks that tail, and again gets up into the pocket. Now going to the carve. This wave's lining up pretty nicely. And it's a solid combination of good hits. Oh, though, let's see what unfolded here.
So going to the backhand, Sally's backhand, obviously as solid as they come. Beautiful flow through these first maneuvers. So really quickly, and she likes it. Before the score comes in from Courtney, it's going to need a 7.01.
I really like this wave from Courtney, though.
Yeah, I think that you're right. I think this may improve on the 6.17 and put Sally needing much more on that left.
The heat has come to a close, and it's all hedging on that last exchange, the split peak situation.
Of course, the split peak, always challenging too, as judges reviewing these waves.
What do you think? Do you think they're reviewing Sally's left? No, the number has dropped. It's a 6.43. Not enough for Sally Fitzgibbons. She's out of the contest, and the Jeep Ratings jersey, that yellow jersey, is up for grabs. Courtney's got to crack the final to get it.